What's going on, guys and gals? My name is Veteran Trainer Hawk, and today we'll be going over the top 5 Spyro the Dragon levels from the Reignited Trilogy. Now, before I begin, these are all my personal opinions and have nothing to do with the opinions of others and or the statistics on this game. I have a huge love for Spyro the Dragon, and I thought it would be fun to rank and give my backstory on some of the amazing levels that really blew me away during this remaster. This will be the very first video to come with me also going over the top 5 favorite levels from Ripto's Rage and Year of the Dragon down the road. Now, these will only include the core levels, which is 3 per overworld. With there being 6 overworlds, this will bring the total to 18 core worlds for you to enjoy. This list will exclude overworlds for another video. This list will exclude flight levels because they are not really much of worlds, but more of event levels. Lastly, this list will not include boss levels like Nasty Nork because I will also have a separate video on those later down the road. Now that I've laid the ground rules for this video, let's get started with my top 5 favorite levels from Spyro the Dragon. Starting off this list and coming in at number 5 might be the most why number 5, but hear me out. To start off this list, I wanted to start with a very rewarding level to me as a child, and that world is Nasty's Loot. Now, after completing every level, rescuing all the dragons, collecting all the gems and baby dragon eggs, what is there left for you to do? Well, break into Nasty's castle and steal the rest of your shit. When entering the level, you are greeted with the inside of Nasty's industrial castle. Metal and brick lay the foundation on this level with many hazards. No problem though, because you can just fly everywhere just like you do in the flight event levels. The best part of this level is there's 2,000 gems just littered around the castle, waiting for you to come scoop them up. Also holding the keys to the other sections of the castle are none other than one of the coolest enemies in the Spyro Reignited games, the Thieves. Yeah, all you have to do in this level is just chase them down, get the keys to unlock other parts of the level, and collect all the gems scattered everywhere. And at the end of the level, if done correctly, you will pass by the return home portal and go down this curved hallway following the trail of the most precious gem in the game. At the end, you will find Nasty's throne room littered with firework gem baskets, drawing out one final last flame breath and lighting the chain at the beginning of the baskets. Just to see the baskets explode with purple gems was one of the coolest rewards as a kid. All the 25s flying through the air as you scooped up the loot, and the 2,000 gems were reached, giving you that 120% completed achievement, was one of the greatest achievements I could say I had as a young gamer. Coming in at number 4 is the industrial and polluted level that is Twilight Harbor. This level, in my opinion, is by far the best level of the final overworld. I really don't like the last parts of this game, but this level really stands out over the rest of Nork Nexus. This place literally looks like an army oil base to me and is stacked to the brim with soldiers and mercenaries. Coming into this level, you are treated with some calm murky water with an awesome sunset, but look up and you will see the orange-filled sky being pumped with pollution from Nork's pipes running along the entire place. As you traverse the level, you are greeted by enemies all suited up like army men and some that look like pirate mercenaries. Now, between being shot at by Gatling guns and being blown up by TNT barrels, you can see some weird Nork juice being pumped out through giant tubes in between these industrial looking buildings. The entire place just gives off this Alcatraz vibe to me, of just being stuck in the middle of the ocean on this metal prison surrounded by guards, and it's very well executed. This level also has a pretty good difficulty spike for the end of the game, so expect a little bit more fun when it comes to the challenging enemies. Coming in at number 3, we have the grungy and swampy level that is Terrace Village. This level is literally any Nork's dream world. It is nasty and bug-ridden, it is sickly green and overgrown, the water looks absolutely not drinkable, and I love it. All jokes aside, I really do love the design of this level. And coming into this level, you are greeted to a dark level with moss and overgrown plants. What lies before you is a fortress-looking village that looks of native culture. To get through this level, you must defeat some of the coolest enemies I think this game has to offer. They look like heavy metal Norks that got a hold of Squirtle Squad shades, and it is just absolutely amazing. They have overrun this village with their electric batons and Gatling guns. And just traversing this level is great with how funny and badass these Norks look compared to all the other ones in the entire game. The sickly green environment mixed with the old like Aztec or Mayan village just goes so well together, along with some electric platforms, just for good measure. Along with this level transforms into you exploring what looks like temples as well, which gives this place just an awesome vibe that I really dig a lot. And lastly, looking around outside of the map, seeing all these swampy trees with clouds, along with the radioactive looking sky, just brings all of the grungy and awesome parts of this level together. Coming in at number 2, we got the magical and calming world of Lofty Castle. First things first, the music in this level is probably my favorite in the entire game. As soon as you drop into this level, you are greeted with lush green island platforms that are all broken apart, floating around a gorgeous looking castle. Jumping from one platform to another, you rescue your fairy friends that have been trapped in boxes. Doing this in return activates lifts that help you traverse the other parts of the map. One thing that I love about Lofty Castle is how the team blended great architecture for the castle, along with giving it some lush green patches with running water in a few spots. I am also a huge fan of the cobblestone look, and they pull it off perfectly in this level with the Renaissance age look to it. The Cupid monsters are alright, but I really enjoy the fat looking birds that look like they're struggling to even fly, and the Norks holding balloons that look fashioned out of pillows with other pillow parts cut up and glued to make a face. Lastly, the pinkish purple landscape with the blue horizon really makes this world just right at home. Coming in at number 1, we have the mystical and stunning level that is Dark Passage. Now, I really like the night levels in the Spyro games, but something about Dark Passage just nails it so perfectly. This level has a dark environment, hence the name, but it also has this purplish pink environment to the level that makes it just look like some castle that's floating out in space somewhere. Just starting up the level, you are greeted with these royal floors that seem to have the same purplish pink stones that you see shining off in the distance of the level. The transition from floors to dark colored rock really gives this level more of a mystic look, especially with all the bright stones that litter this level. Just traversing the level makes it seem like you are entering some castle that was carved out of a beautiful cave, and it's very stunning. The enemies are also very cool and amusing, changing from these hellish monsters to cute little animals depending on if you keep the lanterns on the royal fools lit. The Cupid monsters make a return, and it's alright, I guess, but I really enjoy the others more. Lastly, the purple sludge that covers the bottom of the level is just so awesome and blends well with the environment. All in all, I have to say, with all of this combined, that Dark Passage definitely has to take the number 1 spot as my favorite level from the very first game of the Spyro the Reignited trilogy. Thank you all for tuning into this top 5 revolved around an amazing game series from my childhood. I again am so happy that the creators took the time and effort into bringing this game back into the modern age with these crisp visuals and great gameplay. Do you guys agree with my list though? What levels do you think should have been in the top 5, and what levels did you guys not enjoy so much? Don't forget to subscribe as well and ring that bell to be notified every time that I drop a brand new video. Doing these things just really help the channel grow into an amazing community, and it is just great. As always, I am Veteran Trainer Hawk, you are all amazing, and I will see all you guys and gals again.